Hi there, my name is Royce. I'm 35 years old and I've been involved with the business process outsourcing or BPO in the Philippines for almost 8 years. My last job is a litigation manager where my responsibility is to oversee different kinds of database where breach and litigations clients are actually stored. They are actually clients who are already in default or have claimed bankruptcy or else have or nowhere to be found and we are actually responsible to locate them, make sure that we are able to find where they live. So we do skip tracing. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that term, but it's usually a process in the collection where we will try to find if they have real estate, if they are renting, or if they have moved from one place for the whole collection process to complete. So I partner with different department, and I have handled actually under me is also a specialist or litigation specialist who will try to um, build the database and fill in the information that needed for the locate. So there's lots of documents in that department. We're responsible to make sure that we analyze it properly, and we work hand in hand with the law firms in the U.S. because there's also some process where um, clients or seller who happen to claim bankruptcy. So if there are bankruptcy claims, we try to coordinate that with them. So I also act as a liaison officer for that matter. Um, I also participate in business development and meetings with my boss most of the time to improve the process. And previous than my litigation management role, I'm also I'm responsible for, or my task is a special project officer where I create all the necessary improvements and procedure for the company. So during that time, I developed from scratch all the call flow and on each department, like say for example, if there will be sales, um, we will be finalizing all the the needed requirements, including staffing and their process flow. I also pioneered the back office team where all the documents are being retrieved and stored. We actually use a cloud-based system where not only that we integrate a long distance call center setup, also we call that, or we use 5 9. So I am the one administering that software, including the policy for that. I also improve customer experience, especially on the sales part, where I have suggested a chat support, a sales chat support, where it's actually the unique feature about it is because it's proactive chat, where every time that the visitors or a client on our website will come in and just look for the details of the site, they will be prompted actually with a welcome message and also offering them our our services. So during that time, we are able to engage our clients more. In fact, on the second quarter of implementation, we are able to increase the sales volume by almost double the capacity. So I also developed a an online notary system, including the DocuSign, where clients can sign. the contract online. They don't need to scan it and sign it manually. So there's a lot of things that I have um, created and also have let the company use some innovative ideas when I was a project or special project officer. Um, previous than that, previous company also I was involved immensely on financial company. I got hired as a um, workforce analyst actually on HSBC. It's an international bank. You probably have heard about it. Capital One and HSBC actually merged now. So um, I am I got promoted actually. I started as an agent on a credit underwriting unit, and then got promoted after 3 months as a junior analyst, and then another uh, by 6 months or another three months more, I got already promoted as a manager as well, workforce manager. My responsibility involves on a workforce management is a first level support in accomplishing the or keeping the matrix for or keeping the goals of the group or the team. That includes real-time monitoring, scheduling of the agent scheduling, and also tracking the capacity and also projecting if uh, the call flow or the call volume, if there will be spike. So if there will be needed support for the operation, I am responsible for making sure that all um, the function and the that we will exceed the expectations in terms of our outputs on a daily basis. So all my tasks in HSBC revolves around reporting and generation of reports and presentation to the management with our previous day's activity and output. Capacity planning. I'm also responsible for regular meeting with other counterparts in India and in the UK. So a lot of coordinations going on there, and I report directly to our AVP or Assistant Vice President. Previous than HSBC is I also own and manage my own web development and design company. So I know the ins and out of web hosting, domain registration, and the creative side, including the technical side where you have to create a website, chat, social media, search engine optimizations and stuff. So I was able to manage the company actually only for 2 years. I was not able to continue with that because of the exchange rate. Dollar actually at that time there was a fluctuation in terms of our with the peso and exchange rate over the dollar because I maintain in the US servers and domains with the dollar value, and I have to collect peso here in the Philippines with the local clients, so I was not able to keep my cash flow at that time. But during the 2 years that I managed the company, we're able to actually, which I'm very proud to say, we got selected as a top company or on a certain award-winning company or award-winning body or event where we got selected under home and living category. We created a website for a flower shop actually at that time, and um, we won the Philippine Webby Awards. It's a national award selection event where you have to compete with lots of big counterparts or big head-to-head competitions with corporate websites here, and we are just small at that time. So I'm very proud to say that we're able um, to get that. Most of my programmers and designers actually are now living in the States, because of their skill sets, they're very good, and they're actually being pirated by because it's so hard. It's not hard for them to be recognized because of their skill set. So there, if you decided to get me, I'll do my best. I'll give my 110%. One good thing about me is that I always improve myself. I always listen to audiobooks. Actually, I'm a fan of Tony Robbins. Brian Tracy is one of my favorite, and lots of audiobooks. I'm an audiobook fanatic. Entrepreneur on Fire by John Dumas. I don't know if you've heard about it, but yeah, real estate is something new, but I'm not intimidated by it. I know that there's a lot of processes and there's a lot of complications. I never realized that it's a very complicated subject, but I'm up to it. It's very challenging, and I think it's very interesting how the complexities that this business um, involves. Then I think that I'm fit for this industry, and I'm so excited that you will hire me so that I can start creating innovative ideas and contribute to your business needs. So I have in all aspect, I have a balanced skill sets in terms of business, in terms of technicalities and design, and also coordinations with higher operations and other third-party vendors and stuff. So thank you for your time. Thank you for listening to me, and I hope you have a good day, and hope to see you soon. Thank you.